And we are back. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Just making a real quick video today to recap the most outrageous news stories in the past week that made front headlines on all the news outlets. And these stories are so absurd that you would, if you didn't know what was going on in the world today, you would think they were absolute nonsense. You'd think it was fake news. I assure you, this is real. And you may have seen one of these stories, you may have seen all of these stories, but seeing them all together like this on one video is just going to reinforce the fact for you that we are living in some sort of strange, bizarre world. So let's jump right into this insanity. Before I do, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, become a part of the greatest community on the YouTubes. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of this madness. First news story. First news story that I saw last week that I didn't believe it, but apparently it's real. So check this out. Apparently Elon Musk is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live on May 8th, I believe. And I saw this news story and I was blown away. SNL offers cast members a safe space if they're too triggered to perform. Okay, we've all heard of like colleges, all these liberal colleges and stuff having safe spaces for the students, and these kids these days are so fragile and frail. They need safe spaces. But these are adult actors. Like, this is Saturday Night Live where comedians go. This is, can you imagine back when Will Ferrell and Chris Farley and Dana Carvey and all those other people were on Saturday, Eddie Murphy, all Saturday Night Live. You think those, if they offered safe spaces, what do you think they would have said to them? All right, let's just zip through this one real quick. Bowen Yang, 80 Bryant, and other cast members who are triggered by Elon Musk's hosting stint will not have to appear if they don't want to. I still can't believe this is real. Speaking historically, if a cast member has been that unhappy, they don't have to do it. Lorne Michaels, who's the producer or whatever. Lorne Michaels won't ever make them do anything they don't want to do, said the anonymous source. The controversial billionaire CEO and SpaceX and Tesla magnate is scheduled to appear on Saturday Night Live on May 8th to host the show, and it appears that some actors and writers are less than pleased at the prospect of working with him. That's, to me, that's just insane. I would absolutely love the chance to do anything with Elon Musk. I'd love to, just be able to sit down and talk to the guy. I mean, this guy's literally doing things to change the world, and somehow he triggered, like, all right, I'm speechless. Let's move right along from this nonsense. Like I said, it's just going to be a quick video. All right, next up, I think this is the stupidest story I've ever seen in my life. And when I heard it, I thought it was a joke as well. Jeopardy erupts in controversy after winner allegedly flashes white power sign. Contestants wrote that the three-time champion Kelly Donahue used the signal and called out Jeopardy for not addressing what they considered to be an offensive symbol. So it's not an offensive symbol. It means okay. I mean, there's an emoji on your... Go look at your cell phone. There's an emoji that does it. If it was that offensive, it wouldn't be an emoji. And this clearly shows that the first game he won, this guy Kelly Donahue, he held up 1. Second game, 2. Third game, 3. So why is it different for this guy? This guy can't do it, but James Harden's cool. James Harden can do it, no problem. That's cool. Carmelo Anthony does it every time he hits a three-pointer. And I think if you go look at NBA players hitting three-pointers, I think every single one of them does that in one form or another. And the worst thing about this story right here is this guy apologized not once, not twice, I think at least 3 times for doing this. Sir, Mr. Donahue, Kelly, sir, you cannot bend your knee to the mob. These wokeristas, they won't accept your apology, and they're going to come at you harder. If when they first brought this up, you said, you people are literally insane. If that's what you think about when you see the OK symbol, or as he said, it wasn't even the OK symbol. He was showing 3 wins. That's what you people think about. You're the people with the mental issues, not me. That's it. Should have left it at that. Keeps apologizing, and they keep coming at him harder. Now you got a bunch of old Jeopardy contestants, like 500 contestants from Jeopardy from years past are all coming out against Jeopardy somehow. I don't know if their whole goal is to cancel this guy, what, but he made the big mistake of bending the knee. Never bend the knee to the woke mob. Can you believe these stories? These are the stories that are running the headlines. See what we got next. Oh, yes. Joe Rogan on a recent podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience with another comedian, Dave Smith, was on there. They were talking about the illness, and Joe Rogan made some statements that, to me, when I heard him say it, it made complete sense. Made complete sense to me. However, you had a bunch of the woke mob. They couldn't stand Joe Rogan saying something that went against their narrative. Then, of course, Dr. Fauci had to come out and say something. Even the White House put out a statement in the news about what Joe Rogan said. And I watched that clip several times, and I could not hear him say anything controversial to me, first of all. And second of all, he just gave his opinion. He said if someone, 21-year-old, ate healthy, worked out, was healthy, stayed in shape, came up and asked me this question, that's just his opinion. Excuse me. He didn't say it was the right opinion or the wrong opinion. He just gave his opinion. What's so interesting about this? Well, do you know who's giving all kinds of advice on this and has the same exact medical degree as Joe Rogan? Bingo. Ugh. So both of them have zero medical degree. Neither one of them are doctors. You have Joe Rogan says something, not even really giving advice, just saying what he would tell somebody. And he's all of a sudden demonizing, like I said, the left, and then you got Bill Gates, and it's like his, nobody minds at all that this guy's not a medical doctor. He has no degree in any kind of medicine or virus or anything like that. Nobody seems to mind that. They'll take what he says face value. Even Dr. Fauci and the government, they listen to what this guy says. So, like I said, bizarro world. All right, guys, quick video. Last but not least, we got one more story. Save the best for last. This is really strange. And this is just an update of it, so this is great. I didn't know about this, but a California professor is on leave after berating student for calling police heroes. So apparently this professor, this is my first time hearing about it, is on leave. Good, as she should be. So what happened was this college student was given some kind of report to his professor, who's this woman you see on the screen. And I'm going to play the video clip. I'm not sure how to phrase it without being mean. If this was a college professor and you're sending it's Cypress College, I think it's in California. If you're a parent and you're sending your child to Cypress College and paying these outrageous tuition bills and everything, and you need to pull your kid out. This is what they're getting. Listen to this. Now, the most bizarre thing about this whole interaction with this student and this professor is when the student asked the professor if she would call the police if she was in trouble, and her answer is, first of all, it's complete horseshit. She's lying. But for her to say something like that is so bizarre. So let's listen to this. It's 2 or 3 minutes long.
I agree.
All right. So you brought up the police in your speech a few times. So
that's the professor. This other kid's going to be the student giving the report. And then it shows some other guy in here, and I don't know if he's like some kind of student teacher person. You'll see.
What is your main concern? Since, honestly, the whole reason police... it is systemic. The issue is systemic because the whole reason we have police departments in the first place? Where did it stem from? What's our history? Going back to what Jeremy was talking about, what does it stem from? It stems from people in the South wanting to capture runaway slaves.
Maybe they shouldn't be heroes. Maybe they don't belong on a kid's show.
See, this is the other kid weighing in. I have no idea who this kid is. I don't know why he's weighing in or opening his mouth. I don't know.
So I disagree with what Jeremy said about it, because I think cops are heroes and they have to have a difficult job, but we have to have that
all of
fine
them?
life. Oh, I'm not. I mean, I'd say a good majority of them. You have bad people in every business and every part. Well, wait.
Police officers have committed atrocious crimes and have gotten away with it and have never been convicted of any of it. And I say this as a person who has family members who are police officers.
Yes, I understand. And this is what I believe. This is my opinion. And this is, not popular to say, but I do support our police, and we have bad people, and the people that do bad things should be brought to justice. I agree with that. But I think that
can you believe we live in a world where it's unpopular to say I support our police department?
Say it again.
They haven't.
Well, I agree with you on that point of they should, right?
Okay, so what is your bottom line point? You're saying police officers should be revered, viewed as heroes. They belong on TV shows with children.
I think they are heroes in a sense, because they come to your need and they come and help you, and they have a problem just like every other business, but we should fix that. But I think they're heroes. Well, I
think that's the problem. It's looking at it as a business, because they're actually supposed to protect and serve the people.
They do protect us. Who do we call when we're in trouble and someone has a knife or a gun?
I wouldn't call the police.
Why wouldn't you call the police?
I don't trust them. My life's in more danger.
Who would you call?
In their presence.
Professor, who would you call?
I wouldn't call anybody.
Lies, 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 lies.
Well, would you have, if someone intruded your house with a gun, what would you have a gun on you, or
no?
Who would you call?
It's my time to go.
Okay.
So she just opened a door for criminals to say, okay, well, this lady doesn't have a gun and she's not going to call the cops on us. We know where to go when we need to. Wow.
I'm not going to
do someone already in your house with a gun. There's not much you can do at that point. Calling the police is kind of just,
And I know that it's not popular for me to say that to you guys and people in here, but that's what I believe about the police.
Okay.
And,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for listening to my point. I appreciate it. Thanks.
I will say, yeah, I'm glad you did say that, even if I disagree with you. It's important.
Yeah, and we should fight for the right for people to say things that we don't even like, right?
I may not agree with what you say, but I'll fight for your right to say it.
Amen, brother.
Within some extent.
Bingo. Thank you, kid, for saying that at the end. I may not agree with what you say, but I'll fight for your right to say it. He just kind of redeemed himself in my book. So anyway, guys, like I said, just a real quick video to recap the 4 craziest news stories of the week that I can't even believe. Like, how is this stuff news? How is Safe Spaces on SNL from Elon Musk news? How is Joe Rogan running his mouth on his podcast news? How is a kid in college saying, yeah, I support the police department new? Like, how is a Jeopardy contestant excited about his 3rd win? How is that news? What is going on? All right. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out the video. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Do me a favor. I think YouTube's doing something with my subscriptions, and it's kind of bizarre. I may explain it to you guys in a couple videos down the road, but some weird things are happening with the channel, and I did get some feedback from somebody, actually somebody in the Timcast IRL compound that knows what they're talking about, gave me a little feedback, which was very cool of them. I appreciate that. So if you watch this and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, become a part of the greatest community on the YouTubes. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about. I mean, do you think this is newsworthy stuff? Are you blown away that it's even happening? I know I am. So anyway, all right, guys, like I say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. The world's gone crazy. Till next time, peace.